So have you ever prayed the prayer that you prayed the prayer and the prayer, what? Okay. Prayed the prayer this morning, the morning. I woke up. I said, God, I need a crystal clear sign that you want me to leave this relationship. Because I said, we walking on eggshells. We keep getting into it. It's not healthy for my baby girl. It's not a good environment. We keep arguing, slamming doors, fighting. We had just had an argument prior that night before. Yeah. We had just had an argument. And I mean, I'm putting my baby girl on the beanbag chair in the separate room. And I'm closing the door and I'm just pacing back and forth. So, I wrote a letter to God. I'm like, God, well, and I didn't write a letter to God. I said a prayer to God. I'm like, God, just give me a crystal clear sign that I cannot ignore if I'm supposed to leave this relationship, if this is not where you want me to be, because I'm like, the tension is high. I don't know if we can ever, whatever. So I wrote my baby daddy a letter. I wrote him a letter. I'm like, this is the last chance. Let's see if we can talk it out. We can start with this card game. I had a card game, like, let's get to know each other better. Let's actually, build some type of conversation, have an intimate conversation. The card game, it'll help. It gives us questions to ask to get to know each other better. Man, when I say 11 o'clock came, 12 o'clock came, and he like, wait till after this, wait till after that, pushing it off, pushing it off, pushing it off. We never do the card game. We never do the card game. So, I get my baby. I said, I'm going to bed. He said, what's wrong with you? Obviously knowing I'm upset. I say, nothing, I'm good. Trying to play it off. And so I go get in the bed and he comes and he like, listen, you ain't going to keep telling me what to do. I'm like, I just said it's fine. Leave me alone. This is when that prayer kicked in. A crystal clear sign that I cannot ignore, that I need to leave. He was like, no, because you always trying to tell me what the fuck to do. And, he just going off. So I start going off and I start yelling too. Like, I'm putting my baby in the bed. I'm getting in the bed. I'm trying to be peaceful. I'm trying to ignore this shit. Sir, I'm trying to ignore this. So I get in the bed. And, we going at it. So I'm like, what? I can't. It's late at night. I can't go to bed with this type of anger on me. And I'm trying to nurse a child and all of this. So we end up getting into it. I mean, like, I end up hitting him. And it gets to the point where I hit him upside his head. And he pretty much is like, I'm calling the cops on you. I said, well, call him. I'm still postpartum. Like, I'm not even 6 weeks yet. So he didn't call the cops, but I called my mama. And, she hear what's going on. It's late at night. I'm like, I'm leaving in the morning. She like, no, you need to come tonight. This motherfucker talking about calling the cops on you. Y'all hitting each other. It's too much. You just leave tonight. You're grown. So I'm like, oh, you right. So I leave in my night clothes. I don't have nothing. I pack my stuff and I go. My baby about to come in here watch. She waking up. She was just sleeping out the room. But I pack my stuff and we go. We go in the middle of the night. I go right on to my mom's house. It's an hour drive. And I go right on up there and we stay the night. Next day, I come with a moving truck. Like, I had a Walmart order scheduled for that day. I canceled that Walmart order, used that money for a moving truck, and moved my stuff the next day. Literally moved my stuff out into their house the next day. Or maybe I might have waited a weekend. But yeah, I got my shit and I left. I was real. I was done. Okay. So that was that. So I keep saying, oh, I left my child's father, but it was a lot more to it. But anyways, the reason I'm up so early is because I'm going to go look for a job. So I stayed with my mom for a year. I learned the lessons that I felt that I needed to learn. I tried to sell digital products. I tried to do a YouTube channel. And, I had like this great idea to do Doris November. And because I was like rubbing my décolleté, let me not do so much because, And, YouTube found it offensive and they deleted my whole YouTube. My digital products, I didn't get any sales in. Let me see. Been working a 9 to 5, trying to get out of this rat race of constantly trying to get out of this rat race of just like living paycheck to paycheck. I was constantly on, like, I've been on TikTok, I've been on Instagram, I've been on YouTube. I've done the things. And, I was pretty much like, God, I'm walking by faith. And, I felt like I was just at work one day when I was working from home again. And I felt like God was saying to me,